late, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like a passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
For Nick Chubb. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 47 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. It is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Again, it's Brady. That's complete. It's Watson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold them to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flipping field position and a flipping fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force them into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain, and now it's 1st and goal. The offense has got them on their heels.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Push there from that offensive line as Sanders able to take that forward for a gain of about 6 on 1st down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play action. Here's Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big pickup there for the Eagles 1st down, 18 yards. Hurts sets up to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Tight end complete. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Sanders. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They go play action with Hurts. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That doesn't start down a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though. 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down again. Shaquille Barrett. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
And it's 4th down.
shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Brady. And his pass incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. And caught by Cameron right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
It's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 78 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Blankenship for the extra point.
As he was shuffling right. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. They'll set up the screen to Vaughn. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. They'll slam with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And an Eagle first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 4-yard line.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
To go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Complete to number 89.
From 4 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
They'll return to Sanders. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed two-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, it's Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Brady going to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7.
Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to.
The guy's man complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Brady. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. That is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Got the connection here to Bourne. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they went 2 yards in the wrong direction on the last pass play, and now it's 3rd and 12. Now Brady again. And he gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Brady on target to Gronk. First down, Buccaneers.
4-yard line.
That's the reason we going for. Circle around twice for the encore. You know.
Brady to throw again. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Eagles 14-yard line.
The final shot before half for Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there.
It's 2nd down.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Hurts to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Ndamukong Suh able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Matt Bosher set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
At the 32-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
38-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Chambers. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. sets up to throw it. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And an Eagles first down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Philadelphia.
Although it's more commonplace now than at any other time in the NFL, it's still tough to think about throwing a rookie quarterback right into the fire week 1. But guess what? He handled the fire awfully well and threw his first touchdown pass.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And his pass is intercepted for the 3rd time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. They're just looking good hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
a little bit.
Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. Second down, here's Hurts. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return will stop right around the 25. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Here's Brady to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. He's going to float this one deep right side. trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. The pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down.
Fourth down.
Here's Matt Bosher now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. This is fielded at the 27. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And 11 at the 33-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a play fake. Brady sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, but now it's third down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Third down. Brady. That is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bucs try it on fourth down but come up empty. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. It is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll set up to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Hurts pass.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. That catch good for only a couple.
At the 5-yard line.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here first.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but he showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for him. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On play action, now Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Brady now on 1st down. This one complete to Scott Miller. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
8-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw on 3rd down. Brady. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. From the gun, Brady. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Got the connection here to Bourne. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And they'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. A big play that time out of Chubb. 46 yards on the ground. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Chubb. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. On 2nd and very short, Brady. Open man is Bourne. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. Big offensive explosion conversion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Philadelphia, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Game over, time's up. Play my cards down my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag, copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss, stand 10 toes on the feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it's stuff. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key, but contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act? Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Turn. You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act? I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Can I get the dash? Can I catch me, bro? Ooh, can I get the dash? Can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.